A recent report has just dropped about Mike Elias potentially targeting another starting pitcher this offseason. Could it be Michael King? And could Heston Kjerstad possibly be involved in this trade package? Welcome to Orioles Digest. I'm your host, Kam Brice. And before you do anything, like I say in every video, hit that subscribe button. If you're a part of this percentage, let's change that today. Come join Orioles Digest. We're giving you daily updates about the Baltimore Orioles every single day that you don't want to miss. In a recent article about Michael King, Zachary Reimer from Bleacher Report had this to say, and I quote, King's name is more of a recent addition to the trade rumor mill. Yet, he's certainly one of the most attractive players on it. The righty broke out as one of the best starters in the MLB last year, posting a 2.95 ERA over 173.2 innings pitched. He'll earn a modest $7.8 million in his last year before free agency. The same teams that have kicked on the tires for Cease also make the sense for King, though it's the Orioles who are the best fit for him on paper. If you asked me this a couple months ago, I would have said it's a no-brainer. Mike Elias and his team has to do everything to acquire a guy like Michael King. If you add him to the rotation with Zach Eflin, Grayson Rodriguez, Sagano, Charlie Morton, that's already one of the best rotations in the AL East. And I know the Yankees, they have Garrett Cole, they have Max Fried, Garrett Crochet is also with the Boston Red Sox. And the Toronto Blue Jays still have Chris Bassett and some other guys like Kevin Gausman that can probably be the best pitchers on most MLB teams. But if you look at the Baltimore situation and where they are right now, I just don't think you go out, you trade a guy like Heston Kjerstad, Kobe Mayo, and don't even involve Basallo. Because I've seen past videos and so many people saying, trade Samuel Basallo for Dylan Cease or Michael King. No, that's a generational prospect right there. The same situation as Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday. Those are guys that are going to be the focal point of your franchise for the next 10 to 15 years. Now, if Mike Elias can find a way to get Michael King without even giving up Heston Kjerstad, Kobe Mayo, or Samuel Basallo, I think that could be a good option. But for right now, I'm confident in this Baltimore Orioles rotation. And it's finally time for them to let Grayson Rodriguez be that ace and put him in that number one position. So, what would the Orioles have to give up to acquire Michael King? So, if we look at Michael King's numbers last year, 31 games, 173.2 innings pitched, 17 home runs allowed, but he had 201 strikeouts. And Michael King's not a guy that you usually say, oh, he can be the top of your guy at your rotation. He could be your 102. He's mostly seemed as a good, very good number three option. Remember, he used to pitch with the New York Yankees, and they never really thought he could be that good starting pitcher to get them over the edge. But once he went to San Diego, he finally found his place in baseball. Now, if you look at all these numbers, these are numbers better than Grayson Rodriguez. They're up there with Zach Eflin. They're better than Charlie Morton. He would possibly be your number one if you put him on the Orioles rotation right now. But for me, I think you're going to give up too much to acquire him. And we're going to talk about one player that I actually would not be mind giving up to acquire a guy like Michael King. I've had many opinions on Heston Kjerstad. I've said before that I wouldn't mind the Orioles to move on from him. Did not backpedal, said the Baltimore's have to keep him, finally give him an opportunity to show himself. Now, I just don't think that Heston Kjerstad is the future for this team. He's already 26 years old, hasn't made a lot of MLB appearances. You're not going to give him a second contract. So why not trade him right now? Get some other prospects. Get a top guy at your rotation. Get another bullpen piece. Stack this roster up for the future because the Baltimores are not a World Series team right now. Let's be honest, guys. I know a lot of people want to think about the Baltimore Orioles in the World Series, but what Mike Elias and David Rubenstein is doing for this franchise will be the better fit for the long-term run. Now, Heston Kjerstad is a guy that I really like, and I know you guys in the comments have said in past videos, you cannot give up on that guy. He has potential, but we have to stop banking off of potential and what we see. Recent rumors are circling around that Mike Elias is holding the Baltimore Orioles back. When I saw comments in my past videos that said, oh, Mike Elias is holding this team back, they will never reach the World Series or win a playoff game until Elias is gone. Guys, watch what you say, because the Baltimore's would never be in this position without Mike Elias. If he didn't move on from the Astros and come to Baltimore and build this prospect list and get Adley Rutschman, get Gunnar Henderson, get Grayson Rodriguez, get DL Hall, Joey Ortiz, Connor Norby, and turn them into flips for Corbin Burns and other guys like Trevor Rogers, the Baltimore's would not be in this situation right now. And I believe Mike Elias is doing everything that he can to make this team better. Yes, we know David Rubenstein came out in the public and said, we want to spend money, but we're going to spend it in the right place. And he's letting Mike Elias know, hey, whatever you want, go out, get Max Fried, get Blake Snell. It just didn't happen this offseason, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of guys don't want to come to Baltimore. One is because they don't think they're going to get paid. And even if they get paid, where do they fit in their future plans? It's not a big market, so I wouldn't be mad if guys went to the Yankees or Dodgers or Padres or Red Sox because those are big market teams. They bring endorsement, they bring even more money in from your salary. Baltimore has been a small market team like the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Doesn't help them, but it doesn't matter when you have so much young talent. So I don't think Mike Elias is holding this team back. I think this team is holding this team back. Guys like Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Jordan Westbrook, Colton Cowser, Grayson Rodriguez. List goes on. These guys have to show up in the postseason. The Baltimore Orioles are exactly like the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Every situation they go into the playoffs. Nobody cares how good you are in the regular season. What can you do in the postseason? And we've seen past two postseasons, they have yet to win a game. They haven't won a game in almost 8 years. So at some point, the Baltimore's have to change this perception of their franchise. I think if you start winning playoff games and you get to the World Series or you get to a conference championship, you'll bring in guys like Blake Snell, Yamamoto, big free agents from Japan, and big ace pitchers on the market. But for right now, no player wants to come to Baltimore if they're not going to win a championship immediately. Now, going back to Mike Elias and everyone's comments, I see it in my comments. I see all the hate. Guys, stop it. Mike Elias is great. We wouldn't be in this position without him. He changed this franchise for the better. He got Gunnar Henderson. He got Adley Rutschman. The Yankees could have got him. The Padres could have got him. Hey, the Angels could have got any of them too. But Mike Elias took a chance, scouted these guys, and he's doing the great job. Baltimore's at that point in their franchise win. They're ready to win now. And these young prospects are developing fast. Samuel Bazzio will be up this year. Jackson Holliday will have a bounce back year. So we just have to be patient and trust in Mike Elias' plan. Because when the extension comes for Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman, I'm going to say, I told you so. Thank you for joining Orioles Digest. Turn on post notifications. Hit that subscribe button. We're giving you daily updates about the Baltimore Orioles every single day that you don't want to miss. Hey, and don't forget, spring training games are coming soon. So stay updated and keep me updated. And let's have a discussion below in the comments. From Orioles Digest, I'm Kam Brice.